It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and there's no love lost between these NFC East foes. It's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Next on Madden NFL 25.
20 miles west of downtown Dallas, one of the league's grand settings, AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football, and you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
We are ready, and so is Brandon Aubrey to kick this one off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Eagles led out by their quarterback, and he is the leader of this offense. Jalen Hurts has that calm demeanor about him, can make the big plays as well. Greg, here he is already in his 5th year in the NFL.
If he's going to lead his team to a win, he has to be smart with his decision-making. The last thing you want to do is give the opposing team an extra possession solely because you got reckless with the ball. As long as he is calculated with those risks, I think they have a good chance today coming out on top.
So here is the former Giant. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On first down, it's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. And after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. To throw is Hurts. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Again, Hurts. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down. Micah Parsons, too tough to stop, gets in to bring him down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
7th play of this opening drive, and here's 3rd down. A pistol snap back to Hurts. And that is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going, and for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Spotted at the 45, this is a 55-yard attempt. And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is tough here on the opening drive because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Rush gonna throw to get it started. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Rush. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
On 4th down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Back deep for Philly, it's Cooper DeJean. Now fair catch, and he'll take it at about the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And this is going to be an Eagles 1st down as the tackle's made at the 35-yard line.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the 1st down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. Second down and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll take this up past the 40, a pickup of 5. Here's a 3rd down and 4. from the shotgun. It's Hurts. That's caught. Saquon Barkley. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
This is a great example of where just having situational awareness is so critical in the huddle. When every one of those receivers, Mike, breaks the huddle and go line up, they've got to know where that first down marker is. If your route calls, get by it, secure the catch, and bring up a fresh set of downs.
And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
A second down throw for Hurts. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there, and it'll be third down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's fourth down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short of the first down.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Devontae Turpin to return for the Cowboys. That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They were 3 and out first time around. They'll begin anew here in this scoreless game. It's 1st and 10. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now, man, back for his second go-around with the Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
I think it's clear this is something this offense wants to major in, the ability to run the ball effectively against this defense. And after that big gain, you have to imagine they're going to come back to it and dare him to stop it.
They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of that, they get him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
That's to the left side. He's got Ferguson.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Hurts going to keep it on the option. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense. They had that one well read from the beginning, Mike. Someone's responsible for the running back, but the key here was the defender responsible for the quarterback. Stays with him, keeps him to a short gain.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. To the left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
I'll tell you what, if the offensive linemen had the same level of fight and effort that the quarterback did, they wouldn't be in this situation. It's a shame because that individual effort went a long way towards extending that play, and it still ended up resulting in a sack.
So after the loss on first, here's second and 14. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 9 and third down coming up.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On third down, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Oh, he shanked it. Headed straight for the sideline. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Gonna start this on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. To throw is Rush. He's got the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
This is a great example, Mike, of just how effective it is when you're efficient on early downs throwing the ball. I mean, when you can pick up first downs without getting to third down, as the game unfolds, things just get easier and easier. Take what the defense is giving you. Don't force the ball downfield. And when you can stay ahead of the chains without having to get to third and have it plays, that's when an offense is really firing.
They get 16 on that connection. That's good for a Dallas first down.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
And this will be incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Throwing is Rush. He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb. A first catch for last season's NFL reception leader. And it yields a 1st down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
The open man is Tolbert. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
A run on 1st and goal. Trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. They'll mark it at the 3. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Rush to throw. And that's going to wind up uncatchable out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. Throwing is Rush. And he's in. Jalen Tolbert. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. To return is Kenneth Gainwell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Eagles offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Barkley. And they'll bring him down around the 27-yard line. Trayvon Diggs in on the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 9. Hurts to throw. Looking right side. He's got a receiver. It's Smith.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Hurts. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's Braden Mann now, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. The Cowboys offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Now Rush. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. He'll look to throw. To the left side, caught by Lamb.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen coming for Dowdle. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
On 4th down, it is Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey for the Dallas field goal. This will be just inside 60, a 59-yard field goal attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cowboys will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. On the return, it's Kenneth Gainwell. And and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back to work. And nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Now Hurts. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
That's to the sideline and pulled in by Smith. That's his 3rd catch of this 1st half and good enough for a 1st down.
You find yourself in these 2-minute drills, Mike. They're pretty critical moments in the game. They go a long way to deciding the outcome, so it makes a lot of sense you start looking for your top target, and he comes through for him there.
To the air again, Hurts. And this throw batted away and incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else.
11 yards on the connection there. Good for an Eagles 1st down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch.
That one intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football at their own 40.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Cowboys offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early, and they'll see if they can add to it. Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Rush. He's got that complete to Turpin. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Rush. This one is caught by Turpin. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
That's thrown right side, but incomplete. He was looking for Elliott out of the backfield. And now it's going to be third down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Eagles offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. This will start from the 12, trying to put a drive together here. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they're going to get him down right at the 25.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams leaving the tunnel, and we'll head out with them. It's time to send it back over to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The home team's offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. Their lead is 10. They go back to work, trying to add to it. It begins with first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And that will get him back on schedule. Good pickup of 7, sets up 3rd and 3.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage, and in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
They'll throw here on 3rd and short. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
DeJean to return it, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming, getting started with 1st and 10. They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That's caught downfield by Smith. And he will take this one in. 75 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Eagles are on the board. It's 10-7. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Throwing is Rush. And that is incomplete, but now a penalty flag comes in late. He might have been caught with his hands in the cookie jar. First and 10. Here's Zeke. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. To throw is Rush. Pass completed right side to Ferguson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
That is intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. The defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
Elliott on now for the PAT. He's got it. And the Eagles are on top. It's 14-10. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. Now a return coming from the 14. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Rush to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
It's a first down run with Elliott. And the defense all over this one. They knock him down. It'll go down as a loss of 2.
This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike. Negative plays. That's how you kill drives. Force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got a receiver, and that's Lamb.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Really nice start for this defense here early through the first quarter. Two different players each recording a sack. Offensive line's going to have to get together on the sideline with their coach and identify where's the weakness in our protection, how can we get extra bodies and extra attention, because we still got a long way to go in this one.
On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. And this is a long one, officially 64-yard field goal attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
You have to give him credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker, because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
Devontae Smith and the rest of the Philly offense heading back onto the field. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. The veteran Eric Hendricks on the stop. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. That one complete to Brown. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Hurts. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He runs with it. Yeah! And he'll be taken down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Now it is 1st and goal. Here's Barkley. He is in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. Elliott now for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Eagles are out to a 21-10 lead. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A return coming from the 14. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The home team's offense ready for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. In motion, Lamb. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Rush. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll run here. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert on 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the 1st down.
Now, Rush. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The open man is Tolbert. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. And they are indeed back within 1 score.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Here's Gainwell to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia offense set to take over once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
On play action, Hurts. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. A gain of 16 on that pass play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now Jalen Hurts on 2nd down. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time, and it's going to be 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He'll try and get there on the ground. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
He'll run again. That's good for 27 and a 1st down.
At this point, it just gets frustrating for the defense, right? I mean, you've been watching this guy make big play after big play all game long, not only on the quarterback-designed runs, but it's the scrambles that can really break the back of a defense, and we saw it again here.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Hurts working in the pistol. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
going in the wrong direction. Now 2nd and goal from the 12. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And he gets this one down inside the 10, but it will set up 3rd and goal. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So now, Jake Elliott, an important kick coming up. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. He had their lone touchdown of the game earlier, and he comes through with the catch and a 1st down in this spot.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
He's close to a 1st down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down. Rush. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
Here's Rush. He's got that complete to Turpin. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. Here is 1st and goal. They'll look to throw yet again. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Throwing is Rush. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on fourth down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on fourth down.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Hurts down to a knee, and that will wrap this one up. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They proved much the best in this one. They get a solid performance in all three phases of the game and ride that to victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.